feared for the power of her mind, worried about what she could find.
Hey Libra, this is your full moon secret revelation reading, and honestly your reading doesn't make any sense to me, and I had this I forgot the sign. There was another sign. You are the last sign I'm reading for, and in those 12 readings there was one more reading where I was just puzzled in front of the spread, even though I felt there is an energy. There is a message in this reading, but I can't see it. I don't get it. So in your case, it's the same here. It's just a different energy and a different story in your spread. So there are only people in your spread here. There is no object. We have the queen, the jester, the goblin, the fairy, and the enchantress. There are two nasty, very, very nasty characters, very negative. 3 good ones. Even though the good ones can also sometimes, have their disadvantages. I stared at your cards for a while, and then I got up and had a little snack and thought maybe the idea will come to me, and then I sat down again, and then I stared at the cards again, and I thought no, I don't get it. And I put the cards, I pushed them all together, wanted to put them away, and then I also felt no, it feels wrong, I shouldn't put them away. So maybe that's the whole energy of this spread, and that this could be something that you are going through, that you might have an issue with seeing through something, understanding something. Something doesn't make sense to you, even though you will feel connected to it. And it could even be that there's a bunch of people, meeting a new group of people. And they all don't fit together. Their characters and personalities don't fit together, but they seem to be some kind of team or squad. And maybe you hate being part of a squad, Maybe you hate certain group dynamics, and I don't know why. You will just feel like it's your destiny to meet these people. It could even be that you have a spiritual connection to some guidance, and you feel very spiritually awake on a certain day, and you just have the urge to do something, to go somewhere, because you feel there is something for you that you have to see. And when you go there, you will meet these crazy people, and it will not make sense to you. I also feel like they all somehow belong together. I don't know if they all like each other, but they seem, maybe they are all colleagues or all in the same boat in some sense. The queen could be the leader of them all. I mean, it would make sense. She's the queen. And I have to say, today I'm not even getting this super bad vibe from the goblin and the enchantress. I said earlier you have 2 nasty characters in your reading. But I feel they aren't. I feel like they are both just some freaky people. Like the goblin could be a person, I don't know, someone who might behave in a much younger way than they are. Someone who also might be still very fit and youthful for their age. This could also be someone who's very creative, and that's why this person appears to be a little bit freaky and crazy, but they don't have to be bad. They could be, very artistic, and sometimes, artists, some are really crazy in a negative way, but others not. They are just being misunderstood, so this person could be this way. The enchantress could be also someone who's a little bit esoteric, not necessarily spiritual. Some people are just, so superstitious and esoteric, and they don't really yearn for something deeper or more profound. They find it interesting and entertaining, and that's why they are, into certain things. But she doesn't have to be like a dangerous person for you. She could also be artistic. She could also be very fit, muscular, and a little bit unusual for a woman. So then we jump into the fairy card here, which is someone, whether it's it could be both here in this case. It could be a woman or a man, and this person could be the youngest of the group. Very sensitive, very gentle and subtle, empathetic, but also doesn't fit into the group at all, but somehow she fits. Not by logic. By logic, you would think someone like that doesn't fit into this crazy group, but it seems to work for them, whatever they are doing in this group. This person is much more competent and strong than others expect from her or him. And I feel like this could also be someone who's working behind the scenes a little bit more. In my deck, she can represent someone who is a little bit fluctual, which is not always a positive thing. And now I'm taking it physically, like that. Not that she's not reliable regarding her personality or deeds, but that she is just, sometimes she just disappears literally behind a curtain and she does something there, but she's not gone. She's just working on something that is, behind the curtains, behind the scenes. And she can take on a lot more responsibility than one might think when one meets her or him. The jester is obvious, so this could be someone who's very funny, someone also who's very creative. This person could also be a little bit political, educated. They have a good sense of humor. They also can be intellectually very sharp, react very fast. This could also be, some kind of creative writer, anything creative, anything that has to do with entertainment. And I feel like this person is the one who is who's emotionally very stable and mature. This could literally also be the oldest person in this team. It could also be that they are the ultimate boss and the queen is some kind of official boss, someone who just represents this project or this company or whatever. But behind the scenes, he is the boss. Like, both is possible. It doesn't matter. I don't know if this makes sense to anyone. It didn't make sense to me. I don't know what the secret is here. I don't feel like they have anything to hide. You might be the one who is just puzzled by this group of people. Like, what the hell? Why am I meeting these people? I don't know. At the bottom of the deck we have the sword, which mostly stands for destiny in my deck. For individuality, something that is your individual task. Only you can fulfill this. So meeting these people seems to be your destiny. Don't ask me why. And the energy that I just had, what I went through when I looked at your cards, and I was just like, so damn, I don't get it. What is this about? This might just be you looking at this situation, not understanding it at all, but deeply, deeply knowing this is your new path now. This is your new life now, and maybe you will become a part of this group. And then you will be the 6th person who doesn't fit together with all the rest of the people. Like, they are all so different and it doesn't make sense, but it works. And I'm getting a good vibe from this group, and I can't see properly what they are working on, but whatever it is, it will work. It will probably also, lead to success. I was taking a look at the other cards here. We have horse. It has different meanings in my deck, but I feel like here it mostly represents friendship. Yeah, if you become a part of this group, you might become friends with each one of them, even though you could have never imagined to have these kind of friends. We have coins, so whatever this is, it will bring in money for you. The mirror and the rose together, physical beauty, aesthetics, the way you look at yourself. If there's something you hate about your body, I feel like there's something you will make peace with. Could also something romantic be coming in here for you. Could be with some of the team members, but it doesn't have to be. I feel like for most, this is just something that will come after you started to work with this group. We have the dungeon. This feels a little bit off. I don't feel like you will feel stuck, not at all. Probably the opposite is true. Maybe you felt stuck for a very long time, and you will feel like this group, even though you doubted them in the beginning, as if they were your accomplices who freed you from this prison. I don't know. It could also be that while you are working on this project, you will hear some good news about either someone coming out of a dungeon or going into a dungeon, someone who is dangerous. I don't know. There are laurels, there is success, and there is the knight. The knight is you, I feel that. Someone who is very competent, loyal, brave, hardworking, maybe even physically fit. Yeah, you could be the knight of the group. And they are all such different characters, and they have all such different qualities. And some of those appear to be opposing, and some of those appear to be like they can't be friends or be in a team because we have a certain hierarchy in societies. But this is all being dissolved in this group. Even if someone here is the official boss, this person will never exploit the situation. Like, they all feel equal, no matter who they are and where they come from. It feels very good, actually. The more I get into this reading, the better it gets. And in the beginning, really, I just wanted to put these cards aside. So this is you. We have the lute here as well, and then followed by a book. I feel like this could really be some kind of artistic project here, or just something with aesthetics. So the laurels are a good sign, and I think I shouldn't pull all the cards out now and leave this part of the reading here. I hope it will make sense to someone. And I'm jumping into the health and lifestyle part. And as I always say, please do not take this as a literal advice, and do not replace it with an advice from your doctor. We have baking, honey, travel, skin, tea, Oh, tea and honey together. Magnesium. Tidy, clean. Fever. Bottom of the deck. Beach. Oh, good for you. So I think even though this whole reading felt so off and weird to me in the beginning, you could be getting into some kind of crazy situation and find the best friends you have ever had and the best hobby or job you have ever had in the weirdest situation. You know, I don't always like to give these this false hope to people or something, and then after tarot readings sometimes we are disappointed if things don't come true. But I don't know, I just get this really positive vibe from your reading, like it's so weird but so good. I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.